What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy market videos, you are going to enjoy this one. It's a decently long video. We're going to be entirely talking about the market, training, Team of the Year investments, how we're kind of going through the next couple days, because we're really moving from the buying portion of Team of the Year investing to the selling portion. We're going to talk about how training is actually going to move, why I'm so excited about the trading market, and we'll talk about it, but something has to change when it comes to training and Team of the Year just in general. But hopping into kind of what has happened over the past 12 hours, because we got MUT rewards, and I'd say with playoff EA play, we got 4 times playoff packs if you are signed up for EA play. So the market has taken quite a tumble. I'd say it went from about 4.8, because it was rising this morning with the LTD Rerolls, Melvin Ingram, of course. That kind of was rising the market. We got these, I think, at 4 p.m., 7 p.m. East Coast time. Went from about 4.8, and now it's down to 4. And that's the trading market. You can buy 94s for now like 80,000 coins. You can buy 92 overalls for 40,000 coins. Luckily for us, though, our Team of the Week investments actually have kind of held, and they've actually gone up a little bit because their scarcity on the market, they're actually being used for sets. 92 overall Sol Douglas is at like 64k. Cedric Wilson is at like 95k, and then most of our low-end 92 Team of the Week cards are at about 50k. You can sell them pretty easily, I say, for 54, 55k. So those guys are chilling, but the trading market as a whole, it's down in the dumps. It's at about 40k. Of course, I'm recording this late Friday night. You guys will be watching this early Saturday. And do I still like buying training? The answer is yes, and I'll get into multiple reasons why training cannot stay at 4 per. I'm going to show multiple examples and multiple reasons why training pretty much has to go up. It can't, of course, it can't go down. But with the Team of the Year promo and how training works within Madden, training is a direct currency to pretty much you can exchange for players at a generic overall. Of course, Team of the Year probably going to be, I think, 96 overall. But do I like training? Yes. If you can pick up for 40 per, of course, the market is probably going to be rising or slowly rising when you guys watch this video. But hopefully, let's say it's still at 4 per. I would say pick up as many cards as you can. But hopping into kind of a video or a screenshot we have shown multiple times on this channel, and it's a gut fox screenshot of last year's Team of the Year market. Now, when it comes to training, last year, the cheapest or the best ratio was 8 per and 93 overall for 119k. That is double what the training market is right now. Now, what does that mean? Well, when you actually go to the Team of the Year reroll, of course, most likely you're going to get Team of the Year reroll. We've gotten one the past 2 years. Now, the Team of the Year reroll is pretty much just a random offense, a random defensive card. Last year, of course, the Team of the Years were all 96 overalls, apart from the 97 TJ Watt. This year, I'm leaning towards most of the cards being 96 overall, possible 97 overall offensive and defensive kind of set card. But what does this mean when it comes to training? How is training going to be affected by this? Well, if we actually go on first, I want to kind of fact check when it comes to training what the price will probably be for a Team of the Year reroll. If we go look at 96 overalls last year, they're going to quick sell, I think, for 36,000 coins. Of course, the pack being 39,000. I'll click on Chris Jones, the beautiful card. Of course, Chris Jones, you guys think he does get a Team of the Year this year? And I'm actually going to go now to Madden 22 to kind of show a 96 overall training discard, of course, comparison to last year, but a 92 overall, or 92 overall, 96 overall this year. I'll click on Mike Hughes, go Chiefs, but they're going to quick sell this year for 37k, so about the same price, which is going to mean the training reroll this year, if they're all 96 overalls, of course, that is subject to change. We don't know, but we're just going off of what we kind of expect. Either way, it's going to be around this price. 40k training for a random 96 overall Team of the Year card, which means the roll at the price of training right now, it would be 160k coins right now if you bought training per roll, which to me is absolutely insane. Why? Well, if there's a card in the training reroll, like, it doesn't matter if the card is Darren Waller or the card is a kicker. If a card is in a reroll, especially if a 96 overall quick sells for 37,000 coins and the roll is 40,000, people can basically roll and quick sell until they get their specific card or the card of high value that they want. So it makes pretty much the max card a Team of the Year card in this roll could go for is probably, I'd say, 300,000 coins. But you gotta understand, if a card's 300, 400k, people will just quick sell until they get that card. It will take, you can do it many times if you only lose 2,000 to 3,000 per roll. So let me ask you guys this. Do you think someone like a 96 Trayvon Diggs is going to be going for, I'll say, 230, 240,000 coins? Do you think someone like 96 Darren Waller goes for 250,000 coins? Do you guys think even someone, let me think, like a right tackle at a decent position, but linemen aren't going to go for much? Do you think a right tackle, 96 overall, is going to go for 200,000 coins, be the best overall at his respective position? I don't think so. So training is going to have to go up even just a little bit. Like, going up to 5 or 6 makes these players a little bit more expensive. What I'm trying to say is we're either going to get some of the cheapest Team of the Year players in the game. I mean, cards are already cheap. You can see 96 overalls already go for 200k. But these 96 overalls are going to be some of the most popular players. They've been voted by you guys, if the vote actually matters. I can't see cards staying this cheap when it comes to Team of the Year. It directly affects the Team of the Year card prices, and they're some of the best cards in the game. They can't stay this low. Another thing, set. This is another way to get Team of the Year cards. This is why, even if there is not a training reroll, we can just do playoff rerolls and then put those cards into sets like this, because they exactly have 88 and 92 card overalls. Of course, this could change. The overalls could be different. The set requirements could be different, but we're going to go based on last year's. Of course, we always like to go on this channel off of history. We don't guess when it comes to what a player is price-wise. We can guess like who gets a card, but we can't guess. We always use history to tell us what's going to happen if we get kind of the same plan and, I don't know, scenario when it comes to the market. So, last year, set 392s, 588s, 584s. If you actually take the prices, you can buy those overalls for right now in the game. Of course, overalls last year were much more expensive. It's going to cost you 180k. Now, this is for any 96 overall. It does not matter. Last year, it was a 96 overall like this set for every single player. So, again, you can do this set right now. If the cards are the exact same, which they could change. There's probably a good chance they change. Darren Waller, 96 overall for 180k. You're telling me Justin Jefferson, 96 overall, 180k. Something has to change in the market. Of course, this actually directly ties into training. 92 overalls are not going to stay 40k. They're going to have to go up because they are required in the set. We saw with Team Diamond's 95 overall how much 89 overalls were in demand because they were heavily required within the Team Diamond sets. Some 89s on certain teams like LaDainian Tomlinson goes from 20,000 coins to 70,000 coins. The overalls required the lowest you can kind of put a card into a set, like a Team of the Year set. Those overalls are going to go up in price. That is just going to make training go up in price because there's always like a reroll to get certain overalls right now in the game. So what I'm trying to say, kind of brief summary basically. Training is cheap. Training cannot stay this cheap. Otherwise, every single Team of the Year player is going to be absurdly cheap and everyone is going to be running around with 96, 97 overall players for 200,000 coins. That's what I'm trying to say. The market cannot stay this cheap unless we just don't get a Team of the Year reroll. We don't get a set. We basically make Team of the Year program the worst program we've ever seen, which, hey, not far-fetched when it comes to EA. That's what I'm trying to say with training. I think realistically it goes from 4 to 6 per. It has to. Otherwise, Team of the Year cards are going to be very, very cheap. Now, moving on to Team of the Year investing, because I can tell all my coins, and like I said, this is why I put my money where my mouth is. I've invested a lot into training. I've invested a lot into Team of the Year players. Now, for Team of the Year investing, we're going to go through more of a binder update of how much like stock I have in each player. And I will say, core elites are probably the least card I'm invested in, although I should probably be more invested in core elites because they're going to see core elites do go up when they get upgrades, but I'm starting to change my mind when it comes to Team of the Year and who actually gets selected. You know how I've been all about Team of the Year voting does not matter, and Team of the Year, or more the popular vote, isn't going to matter for EA. I've started to kind of like, the wheels in my head have started to turn. I'm starting to like the process of Team of the Year voting actually heavily mattering. Because one, well, FIFA actually had a vote this year. Ronaldo didn't make it. Ronaldo would have probably won, well, not won the vote. Honestly, that actually kind of contradicts my statement. But either way, I can't see EA, like let's say for example, Darren Waller doesn't get in the Team of the Year. What's EA going to say to everyone that voted for Darren Waller? Because Darren Waller is probably, I'd say, a 70-80% chance that people voted for him. What's EA going to say when Darren Waller does not get a card and Mark Andrews gets a card? That's what I'm trying to say. I'm starting to think it plays in EA when it comes to selling packs. Like Darren Waller will sell more packs than Mark Andrews. It helps out everyone. It helps out people that want Darren Waller, which more people do. It helps out their pack sales. It just makes sense for EA to put more popular players in packs. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, in terms of Team of the Year investing, that's great for our cards, right? We're invested in some of the more popular cards and the more 50-50 cards like Darren Waller. That's great for our investments, right? Nothing really bad comes out of it. I'm just trying to change kind of my opinion and what I expect to get cards. I see guys less like, what can I say, like maybe like Lamar Jackson gets in over Justin Herbert is what I'm trying to say. But when it comes to my binder, the most cards I'm invested in, Redux cards and Team of the Weeks. You can tell by my Team of the Weeks like Trayvon Diggs, Patrick Surtain. I'm heavily invested into these cards. Now, when it comes to Redux cards, the reason I've been, and really Team of the Weeks, why I've been so invested in them is more the opportunity. I kind of smell blood in the water when it comes to the solo challenges, giving Team of the Week players out like Surtain and Trayvon Diggs through the solo challenges, and then the Redux cards when 95 overalls were entered into packs. A lot of people were saving their level 50 92 plus Redux pack, making Redux cards very, very cheap, almost like a Fire or a Redux pack like Blitz offer, where Redux cards for 1 day were very, very cheap, or 1 hour even throughout that were really, really cheap, and they went up. That was kind of like what I felt when it comes to the Redux market. But I can already see, by the way, when it comes to the market, Some players are already starting to rise, but actually when you go to investing card type rankings, you guys can take a screenshot when it comes to, because you guys always ask me like, hey, what do you think this card is going to price is if he gets a card, or what, how up does this card go when he does get an upgrade? So you can take a screenshot. These are kind of the most recent of each type of card when they get an upgrade. Travis Kelce Redux, of course, being my favorite type of card to invest in. Redux cards, he went from 120 to 300k. His card not being the best. I'm not going to go through all of these. Of course, Cam Newton, not the best example, a long time ago, and he was a solo challenge reward. But Marquise Brown, for example, is a direct correlation when it comes to Deebo Samuel. 80 overall team of the week. He went from 14k to 50k. Deebo Samuel, I think you go from 20 to 45, 50,000 coins. But that is going to be the majority of this video. I didn't actually think it was going to be, I didn't make it that long. I didn't want to go through, I just don't want to ramble on entirely. But the team of the year investing market, I'm really going to start to hedge off players. The market is still pretty low, but I'm expecting when more YouTubers make team of the year prediction videos, kind of just hype videos for team of the year, when Madden tweets out on their socials. You can already see Myles Garrett, I was buying for 80, 90k. He's already back up to 130. But team of the year nominee cards are going to start to rise, and this is when we start to hedge. The main hedge day, of course, is going to be Sunday, and then Monday before the reveal. I think we're getting a reveal stream Monday afternoon from RG, and then of course they'll be put in the game Tuesday. Who knows if it's gonna be in the morning, the afternoon, who really knows? Honestly, it's probably better if it goes out in the afternoon. But that is gonna be all for this video, a little market video. I don't know, I'm gonna be streaming tonight, of course, after the Packers San Francisco game. I don't know if I'm gonna have another video about, probably not, unless something drastically changes within the market and something like that. But that is all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, you can ask any questions. I will be answered. By the way, if I ever don't respond to one of your responses, it's because YouTube actually doesn't give me notifications when you actually reply. Or if I reply to you and you reply back, I don't get a notification that you reply. So I have to manually go in and kind of see the replies myself. So if you think I'm ghosting you after kind of 2 replies, it's just because it's really hard for me to see. YouTube doesn't give me kind of the, hey, someone replied, that's why I don't reply. But we're going to be streaming tonight after the San Francisco Green Bay game, so you guys can ask me questions there. But of course, ask me questions in the comment. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Link to the Discord, as always, in the Discord if you want more information about the market and investing. But until then, some good NFL playoff games today. Who do you guys think win? I think Bengals. It's going to be Bengals and Packers. But until then, peace.